Okay, students, I hope I am audible clearly. So good morning, good morning, everyone. Okay, so in a previous lecture, we will start with our exogenetic process. And we have seen here that what is a weathering and how many parts or how many types of weathering. So as all you know that how many types of Okay, students, now we will go to the next part, that is chemical weathering. Now, what is the chemical weathering over here? Chemical weathering means the weathering or the disintegrations of rock happen because of the because of chemical reactions. If the disintegrations of rock, if the rocks are breaking because of chemical reaction, it is called as chemical weathering. So, what is the exact, how many types of chemical weatherings are there and why it is happening? We will look out here. But before that, there are one experiment over here. So we will look out on this experiment. Just look over there, students. Here there is a one glass of water and some chalk pieces are there. If I dissolve that, okay, just wait for here. Some students are coming. Okay, if I put that chalk piece into the glass of water, what will happen? If I put this chalk piece in the glass of water, what will happen? Did I ask you some question over here? Did the color of the water change? Yes or no? No. Why the color of water not change? Because everything is getting dissolved in the water. After that, the next one, that is, just wait, students. What happened to the chalk when I put some chalk pieces and put into the glass? What happened to the chalk? Yes, it get dissolved. Okay, at the bottom. At the bottom, it get dissolved. So same thing happening with the rocks also. And yes, bubble will come out. But when we heat now, at that time the bubble will come out. When we heat that water, at that time bubble will come out. Okay. After that, the second experiment over there, just look at this. As you all know, nails. Nails means what? In Hindi, we are saying kila. Okay. So nails over there. So if I take a wet cloth and put that nails into that wet cloth, put that nails into that wet cloth and okay, just wait for 1 minute. Okay. And after that, what I did, I had rolled that cloth, and after one day, I saw that the clothes having some red color marks. Look at this. Yes, the red color marks over there. And what is that? It is rust. It will get rust. For example, you look at this apple. When you cut the apples, after some time, there is some red color is there on apple. It is a rusting. It is a rusting because why is this happening with apple also? Because there is an iron in apple. There is an iron in apple. And because of that, rusting is happening. Okay, just one part. That is okay. Now again, I am Here the experiment number 2 is there. So just look at over here. If I take certain nails, if I take some nails and put it on a wet cloth, and after that I roll that cloth over here, and after 1 or 2 days, what I saw when I opened that cloth, I saw some red marks over there. And what is that red mark? Yes, it is a rust. And why it is happening? Because the iron nails get oxidized. Yes, because of oxidation. It is happening with apple also. When you cut the apple is also getting rust. You saw that so many times. The apple is getting red color. Why it is happening? Because it is having iron. So after that, the main thing, that is water play an important role in chemical weathering. Water play an important role in chemical weathering. Why it is so? Because look at the points. The first is universal solvent. Water is a universal solvent. Everything is getting dissolved in water. That's why water is a universal solvent. After that, material dissolved in water. If any material which dissolved in water, at that time solubility get increased. When material get dissolved in water, the solubility get increased. This question will ask in due reason also, why the water plays an important role in chemical weathering. So first is, water is a universal solvent. After that, material dissolved in water, it is the solubility get increase. And some materials which is not dissolved in water. As you all know, there are so many materials which never dissolved in water. At that time, they will dissolve in solutions. Yes, they will dissolve in solutions. So in heavy rainfall, as you see that, sometimes there are acid rain also happening. Why acid rains are happening? Because of chemical pollutions, because of air pollutions, the chemical weathering, the acid rain is getting happening. So basically in heavy rainfall, chemical weathering occurs. And how it occurs? In 3 ways. First is carbonation, second is oxidation, and third is solution. One by one, we will go to each and every part. So first we will go to the carbonation. Just look over there, students. Just wait. Just wait. Okay. Okay, just look over there. There are certain diagram over there of carbonation. Okay. So this is a factory over there. This is a factory over there. When the pollution, when the smokes or pollutions or sulfur dioxide or acidic gases came out, and where it goes in a upper directions. And that gas is carried by wind. When that gas is carried by wind, this gas is dissolved in rainwater. This gas is dissolved in rainwater to form an acid rain. So next is gases dissolved in rainwater. When gases are carried by wind, when gases are carried by wind, gases dissolved in rainwater. What happened? Gases dissolved in rainwater, and because of that, acid rains are happening. When gases which come out from factories, which carried by winds, and that gases dissolved in rainwater, and because of that, acid rains are happening, and that acid rains kill plant life. After that, pollute rivers, and so many things happening because of acid rain. So, what is the exactly meaning of carbonation? We'll see here. But before that, we will see the meaning, exact meaning of carbonation. Just look over there, students. Okay. Just look at over there, carbonations. Now, what is the mean by carbonations? Whenever the rainwater travels through the atmosphere before reaching the ground, and carbon dioxide in the air get mixed with the water. As you all know, I saw now only the diagram. The rainwater, when it travels and reaches to the ground, before reaching to the ground, it mixes with the atmosphere, the air, and the air having carbon dioxide. And when the rainwater mixes with carbon dioxide, what will happen? We will see over there. Okay, whenever the rainwater mixes with carbon dioxide, what happens? Dilute carbonic acid get formed. Now, how it is happening? Just look over there. Rainwater means water, that is means H2O. After that, carbon dioxide, that is CO2. Okay? And what it forms? Carbonic acids. So whenever rainwater mixed with carbon dioxide, what forms? Dilute carbon dioxide. After that, oxidations. Oxidations means what? The process which occur in rock which have iron. I'll show you now only. Just 1 minute, let me see. Yes, the experiment of iron nails shows that because of oxidize, the rust is happening. Iron reacts with oxygen, and because of that, rusting is happening. So whenever this proper occurs in rock, same process occur in rocks, and the ions in the rocks come in contact with water. Whenever the ions, rock also have ions. Okay, so whenever the rocks are having ions and they come contact with water and chemical reactions. Okay, just wait. So now we will go to the oxidation. Oxidation means what? I told you before also, whenever the ions are react with oxygens, at that time, same thing happening with rocks also. Whenever iron, some rocks having ions, not some rocks, many of the rocks having iron. And when rocks are getting contact with water and chemical reactions take place. When rock come contact with waters, iron rock come contact with water, at that time chemical reaction take place between ions and oxygen. And because of that, Rocks are also getting rust. You have seen many times. Look at these rocks. Look at these rocks. Rocks are also getting rust. Why? Because iron in the rocks come contact with water. And because of that, what happened? The reactions take place between ions and oxygen. And look at these stones over there. Stones are also getting rust. The pressures occur in rocks which have ions present in them is called rust. Whenever the pressure occur in the rock which have ions, okay? Not all rocks having iron. When the pressure occur in the rocks which having ions present in them, this is called rust. Okay? After that, solutions. Solutions means what? In carbonation, what you have seen? We've seen that whenever the rainwater mix with carbon dioxide, then what will form? Dilute carbon dioxide will form. Okay? And after that, okay, students, I hope so I'm audible properly. Okay, solutions. Now, what is meant by solutions? Some minerals in the rock get dissolved in water. Some minerals are rocks that dissolved in water, like limestones, formed due to the chemical precipitations between water and alkalis. Before going alkalis, so can anyone tell me what is meant by alkalis? Yes, very good. Alkalis means base. So solutions, what is the exactly meanings of solutions? Solution means some minerals in the rock, when they get dissolved in water, and limestones are formed due to chemical precipitations. Solution means whenever some minerals in the rock, like as you all know, rocks having so many minerals, like there are phosphorus, nitrogen, so many minerals are there in the rocks. And whenever they get dissolved in the water, limestones is formed due to the chemical precipitation between water and alkalis. What form? Limestones are formed. Okay. So in Ahmednagar, in Vadgaon Darya district, the limestone get precipitated. Just look at over there. Just look over there. This is a limestone. Vadgaon Darya in Ahmednagar. The limestone get precipitated. So, because of that, what happened? Alkalis in the rock dissolve and make them brittle. Because of water and alkalis, the rock get dissolved in the water and they get brittle. Brittle means what? As like chalk. Okay, as same as chalk. As you all know, the chalk is also brittle. Yes, easily breakable. So, the all stones, you all are found near the Ahmednagar Vadgaon Darya. Okay, and this all limestone stones are easily brittle. Why? Because they dissolve because of water and alkalis, means water and base. They easily get dissolved in water, and because of that reason, they easily get brittle. Now, biological weathering. What is meant by biological weathering? Nowadays, what happens? As you all know, so many old buildings are getting crack over there. Sometimes old buildings are there. Some plants are grown in the old buildings. As you all know, when you see so many old buildings are there. In a fort also, there are so many plants are grown inside the building, and because of that, what happens? Sometimes buildings are getting cracked also. So all this thing happening because because of big root of trees. Yes. So all this thing happening because of biological weathering. So now what is meant by biological weathering? Biological weathering is especially happen because of organisms, plants and animals and bacteria. For example, I give an example here about when the trees are growing on a buildings or any fort. So you saw that there are certain cracks over there in the buildings. Because of root of the trees, there are certain cracks on a building happens. And from that cracks, the plants are growing. So because of plants, animals and bacteria, when weatherings, biological weatherings are happening. So what is the exact definitions? The definition is, yes, it is responsible for the weatherings of a rock. So the exact definition is whenever the weathering is caused due to the organism, plants, animal and bacteria, it is called as biological weathering. Now, as you all know, you have seen that ant make a large ant hills, snake make a holes, rabbits, then worms, insect make a burrows in the ground. So these animals are called as the burrowing animals because they make a home inside the lands or inside the soil, as you all know. And because of this activity, weatherings of rocks are happen. Because of ant, make a large ant hills, rat, mice, rabbits, they make a burrow in the ground. And this all animal called as the burrowing animals. And because of that burrowing animals, what happened? Weatherings of rocks are happen. Not only that, algae, moss, lichen. Okay, what is mean by lichen? As all you know, lichen means what? Let me know how many person have know that. Lichen means what? Okay, green plant, yes, okay. Okay, just look over there. There is nothing in it. I show you. Okay, you have seen that in a building also. When you are going in the rainy season, especially, there are some greenery over there. It is looking like a marshy. Okay, it is looking like a daldal or what? You know now what is meant by daldal in Hindi. So it is looking in, especially in a rainy season, all these things are happening. So algae, moss, lichen, flora means plant, okay? So all this thing happening and helping the process of biological weathering. Yes, the whirlpool is also called. Okay. After that, mass movement. Now, what is the exactly meaning of mass movement? Okay, mass movements occur when masses of soil, bedrock, rocks, debris, soils, or mud fall downhill due to gravity. As you all know, due to the gravity, all things are falling down. So this thing happening with the mass movement and mass wasting also. Mass movement, first of all, mass movement and mass wasting, both things are same. Mass movement is also called as mass wasting. So whenever, what is the exactly meaning of mass movement or mass wasting? Whenever mass of soil, bedrocks, rocks, debris, soils or mud fall due to the downhill of the gravity. Look over there, students. Look at this picture. due to the gravity, the downhills, all the soils, bedrocks, and all things going to the downhill due to the gravity. And because of this, what happened? Wait. Okay. So now, usually it occur where? It is occur in the mountains. Okay, mass movement is also called as mass wasting. Look at this mountains to this. So due to the gravity, what is the exactly meaning of mass movement? Whenever the rocks, debris, rock, debris, and soil is going to the downhill due to the gravity, at that time it is called as mass movement. And where it is happening? It is happening in the mountain only. For example, the good example of landslide, the good example is landslide. As you all know, the landslide means what? Yes. Okay, very good. So now there are two types of mass movement. That is, first is rapid mass movement and second is slower mass movement. Okay. What is meant by rapid mass movement? Okay. Rapid mass movement means whenever rockfall, landslides, and all things occur rapidly, and they affect. Actually, this rapid mass movement happen in a steeper slope. Okay, where it is happening? It is happening in a steeper slope. Okay, and in that, where the rapid mass movement is affecting, it is happening in the humid climate. Where it is happening, rapid mass movement is happening in a humid climate. Look at this. I'm again explaining mass movement over there. Mass movement means also called as mass wasting. And when it is occurs especially in the mountains. And how it is occur? It is occur when masses of soil, bedrocks, just look at over here. It is occur because of gravity. Due to the gravity, the mud, then rocks, the debris, then soil, they fall downhill. They fall downhill due to gravity. Okay? And because of this, what happens? Landslides are happening. We have seen there are two types of mass movement. Okay, just wait over there. There are the two types of mass movements. And which are they? Rapid mass movement and slower mass movement. So rapid mass movement is where it happening? It is happening in a humid climate. It is happening in a humid climate and it is occurring rapidly. How it is occurring? It is occurring rapidly. And it is occurring in a steeper slope. And what happened because of rapid mass movement? Landslides are happening because of rapid mass movement. Sorry. So after that, slower mass movement. What is the difference between rapid mass movement and slower mass movement? There is a great difference between both of them. Slower mass movement is happening in a dry climate, and it is happening where in a gentler slope, as rapid mass movement happening in a steeper slope, and slower mass movement is happening where in a gentler slope. And not only that, students, it is, as you all know, as the name is slower, the slower mass movement is occurring slowly. It is occurring slowly. So in a periglycally regions, okay, along the slope, small layer of soils accumulated, and because of the movement of the soil, this is called solidification. Now, what is solidification? I show you. Just look over there. This is the solidification. Now, as I told you, when rocks and soils are accumulated and form the layers of soil, whenever rocks, the slope, and it forms an accumulated small layer of soil. Look at this. It accumulated, it collected small layer of soil. Whenever the rocks are accumulated small layer of soil, it is called as solidification. Erosion, as you all know, what is mean by erosion? Soil erosion. From childhood, you are hearing this word, soil erosion. Any guesses over there? What is mean by soil erosion? What is mean by soil erosion? Okay, I don't think so. And no one knows about soil erosion. Okay. So soil erosion happening because of whenever like weatherings and mass movement, erosion is happening. Whenever because of weathering and mass movement, when erosions are happening. How the erosions are happening? Because soil become infertility. Yes, very good. Sneha, yes, very good. After that, whenever erosions occur, why? How the erosions get occur? Because of various things like running water. Running water means like rain. Okay. After that, agents means the because of these sources. Okay, you can say your sources. Agent means reasons or sources. Okay. So running water, then glaciers, then sea water. After that, because of groundwater, so many things, because of so many things, the soil become infertility or soil become erodate. When soil become erodate, because of various agents like wind, running water, glacier, sea water, and ground water, the soil has getting eroded. So now we again come to the same point